Hopefully my mic is on. Hopefully it's on decently. Select, have you checked that out yet? What, is that some like limited time event stuff in the game? Or are those like the character interactions? I'm not sure what that function is. Left side of the map up top where? Oh. Oh, this is just like the stuff you go do to talk to homegirl Columbina. That's what this is. It said a new quest will be available after 5 days. Interesting. So it refreshes. This is some Horizon Zero Dawn type robotics. Anyway, Sophie, how your day been? Hope your day been good. There should be one more out now, but I'm not sure if you've unlocked it yet, or it's just telling you, it's just letting you know it's there. Now, I don't know about a second quest, since I haven't touched the first one. That's good to hear that you've been having a good day. Oh crap, nigga done saw me. My day been fine. It was, I ain't gonna lie,
Illusion
work
shattered.
today was a struggle.
Settle down.
Work was a bit annoying today, but it is
Share
what
my
it
knowledge.
is.
Silence.
Grow. Don't be nervous. Just relax.
Settle down. Let the mighty be humble.
Let's blow bubble.
There is no escape. Torn to oblivion.
Silence. Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
I feel like if Nouvellette ever came to NODKRAI, I feel like he still had like a great surge of power. Like even if it wasn't like the primordial seed directly, I feel like this man would just flood this nation if he had the ability to do it. Oh, I don't think I've been here before. Wait, yes I have. Wait, no I haven't. I haven't explored this area. I've been here, that leads here, but I haven't been in this area in particular.
Whoa! The fog's really rolling in. Quick, grab the light source.
Oh, it's thick now.
Is that a lightkeeper's lantern? Is there someone up ahead? Come on, let's go see.
Will at last part ways.
Monsters! Wibbly wobbly.
An oversight on my part. Settle down.
I wouldn't be surprised if Rhea's bitch ass been hiding here.
Let's wait through the loop.
Illusion shattered.
Bow your head.
This monster was lurking near the lamp. That must have been a planned ambush. We're not falling for that again. There's something inside it. Some small device. Huh? Why isn't it giving off light anymore? Is it broken? Oh, we better take it with us.
Hey, what's up, Trip? How your day, man? I mean, I should have took me a 2-hour nap. I like the fact that the fog has rolled in real thick now. Also, I love the fact that these moon fragments got all these, like, hexagon-like shapes. Like, is this, like, the first time we've seen hexagon-like shapes in, like, this exact magnitude of a size, this big before? But we've always seen, like, cubes in, like, the
A
castle.
fight took place here. Did Flint leave these marks?
Crap, I can't break that. Oh, his lightning steps. I can see it.
Is someone there? Please, help me!
Isn't that Flint's voice? Did you hear that? But is that really him?
I'm effing exhausted. Rough day. My day was rough too, bro. Can you believe it? Actually, you can't believe it, bro. The two dudes who's supposed to help, like, or who usually work on LTLs or whatever, they called out.
Water comes
One
in
of the
many
two
flavors
has been calling out for like 2 days straight.
Water is crisp and pure.
What the
while
crap
water
is
from
that?
Leo has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor.
Is that a person up there? Or am I tripping?
Sumeru's
Well,
water
that looks horrific.
has a rich and complex flavor profile.
What the F is
It
that?
must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it.
Ah! We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us! Quick! Use the lantern!
Okay, this is neat. But was I supposed to go over here? Okay, apparently I can't go this way. Okay, so anyway, let me get back on my feud. Yeah, so like the dudes called out, and there was even more people like not present at work today, which means there was even more of a workload. It has to refresh. Are you serious? Anyway, yeah, people called out crazy workload, more stress than necessary, and it was just like piled up work. I was so irritated. I was just like, bro, I might leave early. But I was like, nah, I can't. I need this bread and butter. Look, oh my freaking. I do not know what the F that is, but it's got that same look of like quantum power or like that chess piece. That chess piece that belongs to the mother effer who I forgot what his name was. Lunar Oculus. But them Lunar Oculus look different than the freaking fog. It looks something spectacular. Oh. Of course, the freaking lamplight gonna hit 3 of the 4. Mother, get the F out. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I'm getting irritated this early. I just got done dealing with irritation at my job all damn day, and I gotta deal with irritation even more with this fucking game. Are you fucking serious? Anyway, my day was a shit show when it comes to this job. Nothing but bullshit. Got new people working here. They don't even know what the F they're doing. They're sitting here yapping more than working, holding up the workflow. Then, since I checked items, other niggas can't. I can't go check and then process the item. Oh. Oh snap! He getting cooked.
Hand it over. That was mine from the first.
Oh my goodness.
You're a fool.
Okay!
You again.
2-man mission!
What the? It's stronger than before.
What does Flint's have that belongs to that man?
Now!
cleanse this bitch. He done ran off to the mist. Uh oh, he attacking. Okay! We getting down around here. He stomped on his head. That's wild. He still got it. Oh, stop!
What?
This 2 team is going crazy.
It escaped again. This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
Yo, I was shocked by the cutscene.
So, you were tangling with Rara out here all by yourself.
Okay. That woke me up fast. Okay, for context, this is what I came across in terms of that YouTube short I was talking about, I think, in the last stream, or the stream before that. I came across this YouTube short that was containing that cutscene. And I saw so many people in the comment section being like, I'm glad they let the travelers share this scene with Flynn's instead of Flynn's hogging the entire screen time. Which, I'm gonna be honest, makes no fucking sense if you think about it in context. Like, God forbid Flynn's have screen time to, like, you know, do what he was doing. And then, why are we acting like the traveler doesn't get screen time to have cool moments? It's like, bro, where have y'all been? But anyway, this was a cool moment nonetheless. The tag team was diabolical. Shoot, I wonder which characters can I put with the Traveler that's like an excellent tag team. Skirk is already going there as number 1 on that list as a good 2-man mission with the Traveler, blatantly. Flynn's going to be at the come second place.
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
But to the more important question, what the hell does Flynn's have that's in that damn lantern that belongs to Rear in the first place?
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Sorry
You'll find
you
out
had
later.
to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere thanks for your aid.
That nigga was calling for help because he was getting his ass kicked. He was like, help me, someone folded my stuff like laundry. Oh, dang. The water done choked up. Anyway, like I was saying, homeboy was getting folded like freaking folded clothes. Laundry. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna say this right now. If the Traveler hadn't arrived, Flynn's would have been cooked. Blatantly. Let's be honest, the only reason Flynn's was even able to even do what he needed to do was because the Traveler gave him the time he needed to be like, alright, I recovered. Alright, let me put my weapon out. Alright, let's do this 2 tag team.
To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern, which tormented me so. Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a fraction of such abilities. And an enviable constitution it is. A pity that such abilities cannot be acquired.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on Wild Hunt clearance duty, I shattered one of its cores only for a special crystalline object to fall out.
He about to reveal something crazy. Anyway, let me read real quick. No, Traveler did much more than that. I love that Rear was surprised that Traveler was able to do that. Does that mean the Abyss Twin can't do that? Cleansing the Abyss power was a huge blow. Okay, I see you. Because he was shocked by it. That was true. And if I speculate that the sibling does not have the ability to cleanse the Abyss, or not really cleanse it, because it's still up to debate of whether or not they're actually cleansing it rather than just like eating it up and just absorbing it. My bad, I had to drink my water. But yeah, if Lumine doesn't have this ability to absorb the abyss or like filter it, rather, I felt like filtering is the proper word to use rather than blatantly cleansing. It feels like filtering. Ooh, this would be interesting. What if the Traveler has the ability, or at least this twin here, has the ability to filter the abyss when they come in contact with it? And it doesn't like, and it will like, not disappear, but like break itself down into like something else? Granted, I'm just yapping my head off right now, just thinking of a theory.
I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar yet strangely illusory. I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that had me store this crystal inside my lantern. Afterwards, I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a single piece without my prompting. Though my understanding ends there. It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could neither be dispelled nor weakened.
How does this relate to Rerearden? I'm trying to think of any books that we've come in contact with prior that would give me an answer to this question of why the hell Rerear wants it so bad.
Is that what Rarer claimed belonged to him? That must be what he's after then!
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak. In fact, I've already beaten him several times, though I could not destroy him completely. But I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer. Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, his strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last encountered him.
Probably because the abyssal power is growing stronger, potentially? Or something else entirely is sparking this change. Could it be the moon? Rear one device using abyssal power. Relying on abyssal power. No, nothing in any book will explain it. I shall DFO, stop your yapping, and game it'll explain. Damn, bro, you ain't gotta be mean about it.
And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Or do you think it wiser I threw it away? Were our places switched, would you discard it, knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract, yet capable of causing greater harm should it lie beyond your grasp?
I would have said no, I wouldn't have discarded it. Granted, now I'm starting to think about it. This bastard Rerear has the ability to shapeshift. So that probably explains how he got into town without no one noticing him. So actually, oh my god, there is no answer to this question. Even if you do hide it somewhere, he's more than likely gonna find it.
Yeah, throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself to its corrosion and growing weaker by the day, that sounds super dangerous too.
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Those who flee when troubles come are nothing more than deserters. Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival and most outstanding assistance to thank for my continued ability to speak such platitudes.
I know some bots would sit here and listen to this line and think, oh, look how they're glazing the Traveler unjustly. Nigga, shut up. I know somebody out there probably gonna say some dumb shit like that. Oh, hold on. I need to say this right quick. Before we even continue into the story quest, something I've noticed off rip, right? Because y'all know I do a lot of reaction to those, like, Genshin versus Wuwa comparison videos and shit by certain content creators, right? I'm not gonna hold you. I find it really interesting how they were pumping out back-to-back videos of like Genshin versus War comparison videos, right? Because, you know, comparison drives competition and drives for games to be better. This, that, and third, right? That's what they always say, right? I find it mad interesting that none of these niggas have dared to post a video talking about some Wuwa versus Ananta and comparing the two. Ain't that strange? We do all these comparison videos for months on end about Wuwa versus Genshin. Now when Wuwa has an actual competitor, y'all niggas not posting those videos? Where those videos at, bro? It's cornball behavior. Anyway, let's continue.
Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must have made it useless to Rerir. I doubt he would have retreated so readily otherwise. I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me, though.
How they... It didn't seem like he retreated because the fragment became useless to him. At least in my opinion, that's not how it felt like. It felt like he was getting ready to retreat because the Traveler was there. Granted, I still could be wrong about it.
Well, no, but...
I need to get these cinnamon rolls.
Ah. I see.
Can't think of a reason why Rerir would try to frame you.
To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so he should have had more difficulty tracking me down. They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect others who bear a lantern.
Oh.
They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find me.
You mean this thing?
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the Wild Hunt anomaly.
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt massing to strike. Well, at least they're not dead.
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast, then. But if Rerir could have shapeshifted into Sosi, why didn't he just use that Kavaki device to find you himself?
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should, owing to abyssal interference.
Ah, guess that explains it.
I ain't even had a chance to even say this, because this cutscene happened immediately and I was geeking out about it. I love Rerir's outfit. Like, the cloak piece, the sharp edges, the circle on the back of it, it just looks nice. If I could wear something like that in freaking Helldivers, I'd put it on immediately for every mission.
So not only is this Rerir ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty tricks, too. You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi, but he put his heart and soul into every mission. Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. As such, he was very seldom able to go back and visit his family. He worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might convince them to transfer him out.
Oh.
So he was doing all that so he can be transferred out so he can go back home to his fam? I swear. It's so sad to hear people dying every damn day. Left, right, and center. It sucks.
But every year they would say, "Wait a little longer. Wait a little longer." He often wondered if it was because he was lacking somehow. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. But good work does not always lead to good outcomes.
Ain't that the truth?
The high-ups
Preach!
would think, he's doing great where he is. Let him stay there forever. A most convenient choice for them, at least.
This is so real. Oh my goodness.
Whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose such a talented, easygoing boss?
That's also true.
So he waited. And he waited. Until the world closed its eyes in the depths of the night. and a lantern was slowly lit for him alone, that no one could see.
That's a tragic story.
One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rerear's head.
Oh. Well, at least we now know that he's looking for these fragments inside Wild Hunt anomalies.
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he have to die?
Well, at least we know you about to get back in vengeance. I respect it. But also, I don't know if you're gonna win that fight against Rerear. If this nigga find a way to get his power back, or however he lost his strength and now is getting it back, whatever the situation that is about, yeah, if that nigga becomes max power, I do not see Flynn's winning that fight. We're talking about one of the 5 senators of Conrad here. I don't ever think of the idea of, oh, 5 senator of Conrad equals I'm gonna lose a fight. It just doesn't fit the bill for me.
Could Rarer be angry that the cannon Sosi set up to fire destroyed the fragments he wanted to collect?
Oh, that's interesting.
Could you take me to the scene of the crime?
Probably, but you are a suspect in this case.
We shall just have to exercise some discretion then. Come on. Let us be on our way.
Homeboy just got the premium Edgelord look. That shit ain't never going away. I don't know how long I'm gonna stream for, honestly. I could stream for 2 hours again tonight, because a part of my soul really wants to go have a long night's sleep, because being told to come in at 8 o'clock in the morning, especially after I ended the stream at like 12, 2 nights in a row this done happened, and like 2 times throughout this week, I've fallen asleep, so I ensure I get up in the morning, so I don't oversleep. I end up forgetting to plug my damn phone in so that it can charge, and then I wake up with a 20% freaking phone battery. One time it was like at 5. Okay, I like that. The scene took his time to load up. Okay.
I understand the situation more or less. Much has happened, I see.
Or rather, the scene took its time to load up the assets.
Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here. It seems my fellow Lightkeepers do not wish to make this case public just yet.
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's already been enough of a mess lately.
Let's stop here. Any further and the Ratniki might detect us.
PS5 tech. I think you meant to say PS4 tech.
Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once you're inside.
Oh? And how are we supposed to do that?
You'll know when the time comes. See you later.
Is this nigga crazy? He about to go walk into the building?
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident, so guess we've got to trust him.
I'm getting hit with back-to-back yawns. Oh my god.
Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistants for this investigation,
Bro,
right?
did they give me napkins?
Yep, that's us.
Sorry, I know it's a bit late, but there's a couple things we'd like to look at.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is to finish writing up some records. Then properly dispose of Sergeant Major Sosi's remains.
Has his family been notified of his death?
If there's anything else you'd like to look into, this is your last chance to do so.
Find anything new?
Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of Flint's, an unexpected accident caused us to miss him. But considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate, I have no doubt that a breakthrough's not far off.
We'll do our part too. Alright, we're going in. See you later.
I guess I'll say this real quick. I said I was gonna post on my other reaction videos today, and I will after the stream.
Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, once again.
Granted, still, I gotta make my thumbnails before I do that, obviously. So my reaction videos might not come out till about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, if I set it for that published time.
But we still know nothing about how Flint's is gonna enter, or how we'll pick him up. Never mind how we'll leave later on. Something the matter? Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern. But where is he exactly?
Did he just...
Well, we've got the lantern. What now?
Okay, that was a neat move. Use animal to bring the lantern closer to us, up to the window.
Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud. You never said you could do magic like that.
Now that's what I call going incognito. You know, one thing that still bothers the fuck out of me in Genshin? What's that? Is it how swords manifest, or how any weapon in the game manifests, without being, you know, holstered in like a sheath? It just disappears into the mist. Also, this is wallpaper worthy. Hold up. I'm getting a screenshot of this right now. The fact that if I want to change yeah, that's so true. I don't understand why they haven't changed that yet. Now I think about it. Did I ever post my... No. That's right. I never posted my freaking reaction to the 6.0 live stream. I had so much to say in that live stream reaction. It's the main reason I refuse to use the Traveler in any of my teams.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before using light to send you a signal. As I thought, you're both sharp-eyed and on the ball.
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
What you just did, surely that can't be accomplished through elemental power alone.
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. That required a little trick of my own. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Our time is limited after all.
I can't believe they left his body on the floor like that all day long.
Just as I thought. Come, try sensing it yourself. Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the Wild Hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major. But why do this?
Oh, let me read. I keep trying to build wellness so that I'm not stuck with BS when the game surely forces me to use Traveler, but I don't actually use them in my teams either. True. What's crazy is I was using the Traveler a lot back in early Genshin. Or rather, more accurately, within the first 2 years of Genshin. I was using Traveler a lot. But then I found out that, oh, I can't unlock my friendship levels to the level that they should be because the Traveler is on the team. So I kicked him off the team. And then naturally, he just, you know, sat in the back. Don't even get me started with Hydro Traveler. Hydro Traveler made me put that nigga in the back seat even longer. Dendro Traveler was the time I was like, oh, snap. I'm using Traveler even more, so pop that ult. Which reminds me, I need to put him back in Dendro mode so he can pop that ult more. But I've been trying to build my Pyro mode even more, though. Damn.
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against him, let alone the handful of us stationed in Nasha Town. He would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individual ants. Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned.
Oh, let me read. I would use Animal Traveler and Ninja Traveler a lot if it weren't for that issue of switching in friendship level. Animal Traveler. Power Traveler. Wait, I'm not good enough to use it properly. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of hate the duration of the Traveler's Pyro skill. Maybe it extends longer when I unlock like the second half of his constellations. But like this when I got Pyro Traveler and I was using him a little bit, I was like, there's something weird about how he plays that just feels weird to me.
Well, that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb the fallen. May the ghost flame guide your spirit. May you rest in peace. When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type. Yet here we are, grappling with this enigma he has left us.
Oh, if we can't get any leads, we might have to go back and find Nefer. Oh, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his goal. Oh, this is so frustrating.
Is that all? Have you really tried every angle? Oh, what, his arm? Is that a button on his arm? Nani? Parma, look at the flashing light on his arm.
You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right? It might have been broken in combat.
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while repairing the cannon. It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating.
Don't tell me his arm stopped working while he was trying to defend himself, but got, you know, slid on and, you know, unfortunately met his end.
But the real problem is that
when we were fixing the cannon, his arm was working just fine.
yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that cannon.
The Soci you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the Sergeant Major before disguising himself as me.
Oh, if that nigga did do that, that was crazy. Well, also, even like our interactions with him, there was nothing off about him that stood out. As I'm thinking about it.
That's right. If only there were some way to prove it.
If something needed maintenance, you go register with us.
You mean
Important,
Hintsa?
right?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late. Guess it'll have to wait till tomorrow.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves.
Oh, damn, we're doing this now.
Ah, yes. And one more thing. Remember to pick me up by the window.
Is he hiding like a shadow? Oh my goodness gracious. Why am I only just now realizing that they probably modeled this guy after freaking Sun Jin Woo from Solo Leveling? Who's a fraud, by the way. Nigga got nothing but fraud aura. And niggas hyped that nigga up like he the greatest thing since sliced bread. Get out of here. That nigga decided he want an aura farm instead of save lives like a real hero. I can't respect the move. That's cool, as if I don't get tired of seeing him do the learn to look. My bad, my brain not working. We transitioned right into a scene. Nice. Now my nigga Generator Rex.
You two. On Flint's. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency.
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies for interrupting your rest. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi. We'd like to know if he has sent you a request for maintenance to be performed on his mechanical arm.
Sosi. Oh, so the rumors I heard, are they true? You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me. Just a moment. I need to check my records.
Watch that nigga go call for help.
Thank you for your understanding.
He was making that eye contact. That eye contact was weird. Is that a fraud? Is that a hot dog on the billboard?
8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I had run out of the required components. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. The parts, too, could only be made by her. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, he even asked me if we could push his request forward. And I understood, completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. But even more so if your job involves fighting out in the wild. So I did my best to convince Aino to rush the job.
I mean, I feel him. Like, when you gotta freaking use your hand, you gotta use your hand, you feel me? Oh my goodness, excuse my behavior. Anyway, for anyone watching the stream right now, make sure you hit that like button for your boy. Anyway, let's continue.
And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but he never showed up. I assumed he was just out on some mission or other. What's with those faces? Everything all right?
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hintsa. You have our thanks. We can't make everything public yet, but once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and provide an explanation on behalf of all the Lightkeepers.
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night. Hope the investigation goes well.
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the cannon was actually Rerir in disguise. 8 days ago, he had yet to act. But at some point after that, he attacked and imprisoned the Sergeant Major. With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And thus Rerir had no opportunity to discover the malfunctioning mechanical arm. Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms. Hence his oversight of the uniquely mechanical traits of the Sergeant Major's arm, and in turn, this flaw in his disguise.
Tripwire, what you just said was so sus. The last time I checked, I ain't showed no one this sword. I ain't gonna lie, people been moving zesty around here lately. Mother effort. Hold up. I'll be right back. I need to run downstairs and get me a water bottle. I got a whole container full of ice with no water in it. Okay, I'm back.
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside, so long as it worked, right? Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
That means the only thing he did was fire the cannon.
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always been used to destroy the Wild Hunt, and it works as intended. But how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies, firing the cannon works against him, since it would blast those fragments to smithereens.
I mean, what if the fragments are sturdy enough to, push against, those... sturdy enough to survive the freaking laser blast. Damn. My brain be all over the place when I try to talk. Also, why is Genshin Impact now deciding to drop Aino's character teaser? More than likely it's because, Aino is coming out at the same time as Flynn's is. But still, I look at that kind of sideways like, I'm just like, whatever. Main thing, her teaser trailer should have came out when 6.0 dropped, or before 6.0 dropped.
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down. And sleepy too.
Oh, that was interesting. I didn't know that.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. Seems like there's a lot left to investigate. We'll have to fight Rerir eventually. And we'll do a poor job if we're not well rested.
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep first.
Want to rest a day in Nasha Town? The residence is quite far away.
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside out by now, at any rate. My colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their discourtesy.
Well, guess we'll just have to pick you up as usual.
That would be good, yes. Feel free to put the room costs on my tab.
Also, something I think is worth noting. Within recent quests, I started noticing that the Traveler has been using their elemental power more. From Geo to Animo. Like, it's very interesting.
Phew, back inside. We can finally take a breather. Okay, Paimon. In And out.
Wait, she was inside the lamp? But anyway, yeah. To get back on the point about the Traveler, I like the fact that they've been using his stuff for situational stuff, like, oh, let me block the cave entrance to protect Homegirl. Or let me use Animal to lift the item up towards me. Now, I wonder what he's going to use Electro for.
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. As I recall, our first meeting took place not far from here. Ah, the nostalgia. Had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time?
Yes, which is why I asked you to give it to me.
I see. Words truly do fail to capture your superlative insight. Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met. Or I might have been in for a real interrogation.
Oh, I think I need to say this too. Bro, the amount of disrespect my guy Aether gets for being like 5... Actually, I don't know how tall Aether is. I have to say Aether looked like he about 5'5", 5'6". Alright, that's what I have to assume. Because I know Flynn's is taller than Zhongli, surprisingly. But, like, the disrespect on my short king is crazy. The polite way of saying I have rude co-workers. She wasn't in the lamp. She was just freaking out and trying not to show public that she was feeling panic. So she took a deep... Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a light keeper, I'd say I'm simply doing my job.
Come on, don't play games with me, nigga.
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer rat. You can't just get out of explaining yourself by making lame excuses.
All right. I suppose I do owe you some honesty, whether out of gratitude or the need to build trust.
Some honesty, nigga. Who came and saved your life?
Your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal oneself within a lantern, elemental power alone is not enough. You know humans well, and naturally you understand their limits. But some things that humans would consider difficult are quite normal in the eyes of non-humans.
Let me guess. Did Alice teach you that? That's the only person who could teach you that.
So, you mean you're one of the latter?
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae?
Oh?
This race is no longer of any importance, but they still exist, as evidenced by the fact that I am standing before you.
Okay. So they're pale-skinned individuals who look like they haven't slept in 5 days straight. Nice to know.
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there was to it.
I don't remember hearing any type of legend talking about some of the Fae. I've never heard any stuff like that. I haven't heard about it from no books or nothing. So that's news to me. Here's the story. Who told us? After arriving in NODKRAI is should be after we was at this point I know but to get into I was watching it back and didn't click. Wait, here's the story you told us. Right? Is trippy after you complete the quest to this point. I need to go back and see what freaking Inefa said then. You forgot. Wait, why are you talking about me, bro? What's up, Cole Sutton? And first of all, I wasn't even talking about you.
I once turned my heart toward humanity, and thus did I experience loss. I once labored and did much, and put an end to my tale with my own hands.
Okay, then the description fits you then, Cole Sutton. Because I ain't gonna lie, every time I see your model looks like they're tired. Especially the 3D one, the one with the white hair or whatever. Your model looks like he's exhausted. Also, for anybody watching the stream right now, make sure you hit that like button. Thank you, appreciate it. She told a story about a lantern fate, remember? Oh, then I forgot about that legend then immediately.
When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in any direction would be equally meaningless. Would it not be better, then, to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Yet none fled. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the first light I saw upon awakening was that which shone from their eyes.
Is that why you chose to help them?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them, and was moved to action for the first time in a long, long while. But I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. I could not prevent casualties altogether. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the final night cemetery.
Thought you chose to become a like here?
Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them. So joining up seemed the most convenient way to experience human life.
Doesn't sound too believable.
Well, I believe it. Besides, I'm well past the age when one might believe in things that must be done.
Oh, interesting. Also, I refuse to believe the story is about anyone else, because I am.
Nonetheless, there are still some things I will not allow to happen. The chaos that Rerir has been stirring up is one of them. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the Wild Hunt, Rerir, and the Cannon.
Will you need us to get you where you need to be?
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case of emergencies.
Can you even go back there right now? Won't there be Ratniki watching it?
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are ranked according to their priority, and we lack the manpower for such an open-ended stakeout. And even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that. I am the master of my own house, after all.
All right then, we'll trust you. We sure ended up chatting for a while, huh? I'm super tired now. But, you know, feels like we can breathe easier now that we know you better.
I didn't take you for the cautious sort. Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret. I'd prefer others not to know about my past unless strictly necessary. Nor do I want to attract more trouble on account of being a fae.
Paimon's lips are sealed too.
All right. Thanks again for your help. Good night, you two.
You can tell that nigga need
Finally,
friends.
we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow.
Oh, crap. You got friends? What about Fawn? Who knows?
So much noise. What's going on this time?
Hey! Where's Flint's? Is he here, or isn't he?
We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest. Our other guests are resting.
Resting? We're all about to be done for, and you're talking about rest? Flint's is a wild hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all!
Oh boy.
If we don't get rid of him now, there'll be no end to this!
You'd better give him up. If anything happens, your business here is done for. You want that, huh?
Or are you in cahoots with him? You with the wild hunt too, huh?
What happened? Did something leak out? But we were so careful last night. How did anyone see us?
I doubt it's because of anything we did.
What do you mean?
Who else would talk about a wild hunt shapeshifter?
This is so confusing! What do we do? These people are no match for Flint's, but they're super heated right now. It's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier to explain either.
Anyway, gotta go back to work. No problem, bro.
Okay!
Hey! Let us in now!
My apologies. My apologies.
Hold on! Calm down, everyone!
What in Tevat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich Guild and the Curatorium of Secrets of even a moment's rest? Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them thrown out.
And what hole did you crawl out of?
Oh, damn.
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappiness, and to escape from all this talk of the wild hunt, or strange ghosts and phantoms.
I mean, she got every right to speak, in my opinion. Show me more of your legs.
Who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in, shrieking louder than any ghoul?
AKA, basically, she just called that nigga a tourist.
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid evidence. All we need now is to confront Flint's face to face.
Exactly. And you sure don't look like an impartial party either, Nefer.
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. If they find their man, they can have their little chat. But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've caused.
Wait, it's...
All right. I suppose that's the only way. If we don't let them in now, they'll be back sooner or later. What a mess.
Oh, all right then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal. What say you? Or are you suddenly unsure of yourselves?
Come on, everyone! Move it!
Oh, they let them niggas in? We're cooked. Wait, where'd he go? Wait, he wasn't in our room. He was in the other room. Well, they in the
No
room
sign
now.
of Flint's.
But how can that be? Hasn't he always stayed here?
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to uphold your end of the bargain, huh? So, Paimon, you've been waiting to ask me something, haven't you?
Well, yeah, how do you end up, taking niggas' lives with your thighs? Because I want to go out like that, personally.
Yeah, how did they even find us here?
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have rendezvoused with Flint's and obtained some new information. Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates, news spreading amongst them that the wild hunt could disguise itself by taking on familiar faces. Everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects. No one, seemingly, was exempt. And amidst it all, Flint's name started gaining more and more traction.
I'm sure his solitary lifestyle may have played a part, but I wouldn't discount Rerir throwing fuel on the fire in secret.
So, did Flint's make his escape after hearing about this?
And that's where I, Yehoda, the quick-witted, fleet-footed backbone of the Curatorium, got my chance to shine. While everyone was super focused on the argument in the main hall, I alone noticed an opening.
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flint's out, only for her to return with nothing but a lantern.
Aw, come on, pause. I was just getting started.
We initially intended to bring Flint's back to the Curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so seemingly important to him behind.
Might he intend to come back and get it later? Maybe. I'm not sure.
Well, he's out of harm's way now, so that's not super important, right?
Oh?
What Paimon means to say is, we've got lots of new intel to share.
Sorry I haven't been talking a lot.
All right, then. Yehoda, contact the others. We're going to need all hands on deck. Let's have this discussion over at my place.
Crap. Already, it's setting in. How long have I been streaming for? Only an hour, 14 minutes. Somebody tell me right now how deep I am into the Act 2 story. Last time I saw it, Trip told me it was 1/3. This job done freaking wore me out. Oh Lord. Also, this freaking pizza I bought with the freaking bread rolls and whatnot, plus this water, it's throwing me out. How much better if I got level 50 here? 27%. Alright, let's get ready. Let's continue. I gotta keep pushing to at least 1 o'clock. I just had a crazy flashback. I'm not gonna expand on it because it's somewhat related to Genshin Impact, but also it's controversies. It just like randomly popped up on my brain for no reason.
I see. So Flint's has a fragment taken from within a Wild Hunt anomaly.
Oh, squad?
Is he gonna be okay now that he's on his own again?
Earlier, he said that the fragment had gone still, so it's probably of no use to Rare now.
In that case, Rare shouldn't have any reason to keep pursuing him, right? So was all that ruckus back at the flagship just an act of spite? Or what?
If I were him, I would have simply turned my attention to collecting other fragments.
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of Wild Hunt anomalies destroyed has been greater than Lightkeeper records would indicate. Some of these must have been Rare's doing. He must have been seeking more fragments.
This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he pretend to be Soci and put so much effort into getting the cannon up and running again?
Because he's a grade A center, that's why.
Maybe because that'd be more efficient than having to clear anomalies himself.
Yeah, I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to do that. But I am a mechanic after all. For me, test data and their conclusions speak loudest. Ooh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and use Kuvaki to carry out a little experiment?
Our lab could certainly accommodate such a test.
In other words, we gotta destroy a couple of anomalies and collect fragments from them, right?
Lightkeeper operations have just about ceased following the Sergeant Major's passing. Meanwhile, the Wild Hunt continues to grow in scale by the day. I fear only we can keep the situation under control now.
Then we best act fast. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
Crap.
A feeling we all share, I'm afraid.
There are 3 Wild Hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently. But I believe we have the capacity to handle it.
Since that's the case.
Works for me. Ineffa and I will take our workshop assistants to deal with one of the sites.
The Curatorium will handle another.
And we Frostmoon Scions shall deal with the remaining one.
Paimon didn't think she'd ever get to see everyone here carrying out a plan together like this.
Never mind you. This is a first for me, too.
Let's head out, then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now. Our foe could make his next move at any moment, so we must stay in contact with one another.
Gotcha! Stay safe, everyone.
Huh. Anyone seen the lantern? Has Flint's dropped by already?
Well, considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right?
Oh man, I can't. It's basically 12:30. Only been shooting for about an hour and 21 minutes, but I'm fucking. This is really going to be Genshin week. It seems this is what I'm going to have to do. Because I am. It's actually a good thing that the freaking thing is on autoplay most of the time. But this damn.
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning
I can't keep
in
my
all
eyes
the
open.
endeavors of the people of
I'm like
Fontaine.
listening to the conversation that's going on, but I'm not looking at it.
I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties.
Oh man. It looks like I'm gonna have to stream Genshin tomorrow or later today, technically, and it's gonna be a lengthy stream. Actually, you know what? Let me do my research right now. Let me do my research. Give me a second. I'm dying over here. Okay. Not like you retain information, anyways.
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile.
Act 1, Act 2.
It must be savored patiently.
I cannot trust Act 2 is 3 hours long. I can't trust that. Or even 4 hours long. I can't trust that. Let me see. Let me search something else instead. Okay, let's see. NODKRAI. Act 2.
I see the value.
Are you serious?
In my
That quest
own
is 3 hours long?
But I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine.
Murder of Birds.
I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties.
Homegirls right here was 4, 4, 4, 3, 4. Eight. Well, she did Act 1 and Act 2. You're a bit more than halfway through? Oh, so I passed the halfway mark then. This one right here says 5. 5, 8. Well, he did 1 and 2, so that's 8, obviously. 4. Just barely? Okay, cool. I can deal with just barely for right now. Okay. This is gonna be the plan right here. I keep trying not to do this when I stream. I try not to be sleepy and stuff on stream, so I can stay locked in. So, this is what happened. I am going to end the stream a little early. Yes, I know I've only streamed for about like an hour and 26 minutes, at least according to what my gameplay is telling me, or at least the YouTube stream is telling me. It's been about an hour and 26 minutes. Ain't been full 2 hours yet, but I'm gonna call it quits here. Tomorrow, straight up.
Water comes
tomorrow.
in
I'm finishing this quest
to the discerning palate.
I'm not gonna let it go through another day and not get the quest done. I'm getting it done tomorrow.
Has an enduring
tomorrow, I don't know what time during the day. I might start early, around probably like 6 o'clock, like 6 p.m. in the afternoon.
Sumeru's
hop back on, play the quest, bang it out within 4 hours time. That's if I have 4 hours left to play, or less. So that's gonna be the plan. That's what I'm gonna do. Cause the sleepy wave is hitting me hard right now. I can barely keep my eyes open. So yeah, I guess okay. Next week, what I'm playing next week? Next week, actually, next week might be short of what I'm gonna stream next week. Cause I feel like the past 2 weeks, I think I've been streaming non-stop for like the past 2 weeks, haven't I? I sure as hell have. Oh my goodness. I've been streaming so much for the past 2 weeks. Okay, so next week, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now. Next week, more than likely, I'm just gonna stream for like 3 days during the week. Just 3 times throughout the week, instead of 5 or 4. I got a wish for Orphe. I gotta finish the 2.6 story for Wuwa. And some other crap. But I'm gonna get into that tomorrow or later today. Stream order. Oh,
I see the value
anyway,
in my own work.
Good night,
but I also see the meaning in all the
I'll
endeavors
see y'all
of the people
later.
of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride.
Anything else
in
I need to tell me,
fulfilling
just type it in the Discord. Appreciate it, thank you. What's this? Someone dropped a link to something. Time in your playthrough you did, which is... Oh, thank you, Sophie. Appreciate it. Anyway, good night. Peace. What is button at?